Welcome back to my channel, everyone. 3 tips here. I've got some 14K gold material. I'm gonna add this to a crucible up here. I've got some 10K. This is 18K rather. Add that to the crucible. This is our 10K stuff. And what we're gonna do is refine this scrap carat gold jewelry into high purity gold.
I've got the gold molten. So now what we're going to do is start adding the pieces of sterling silver. I'm using a graphite rod to stir the alloy to ensure that I have a consistent alloy. Now we're going to take it and pour it in the water. Here we go.
Here's our 25% gold alloy. Now we'll get it out of this tap water and get it into a beaker. Let's get this into a beaker. Here's our quarted gold. I'm going to rinse it off with some distilled water. We'll take this out and start pulling all that silver and base metals out now with some nitric acid boils. For this particular batch of carat scrap, these are the numbers. I'm expecting 113.2 grams of pure gold from this. So we're going to start out. Here's our quarted gold. Look at that, man. Pouring it on that ice. Really does the trick, man. It breaks it up into nice little pieces for us. I forgot about that. I'm gonna add about up to the 200 milliliter level with distilled water. Put some nitric in here, about the same amount. And now we'll put this up on the heat and and let this react. These nitric acid boils will pull all the silver and all the base metals out, leave the pure gold behind. The gold after these nitric acid boils will be very close to 3/9 fine. This is the reason that we add the additional silver, so that the nitric acid can penetrate to the core of each piece of inquarted gold and leave only the gold behind. This is our last nitric acid boil, and we've got the solution looking colorless here. And so what I'm going to do is pour off this used nitric. I can use this again in a future video, so we're going to save this. Now what I'll do is rinse it with some water. We're going to pour this off into our silver jar back here. And now what I'll do is add some water to this. And we're going to give this a boil in some plain water. This gold right here should be very close to 3/9 fine, just like it is. Now that we've got all the silver and base metals pulled out of here with those nitric acid boils. So what we'll do now is take this gold and we're going to dissolve it in some aqua regia. Alright, here's what the gold looks like down in the beaker. If you can see that, get the light adjusted here. It's looking really good. This is our recovered gold. What I'll do is set it up here on a hot plate. And we're going to dissolve this gold now in aqua regia. We're going to add some hydrochloric acid to it. And then what we'll do is add a little bit of sulfuric acid. And then I'll start adding small doses of nitric acid so we can get all of this gold to go in solution. We'll put it on time lapse, and we're going to do that right now. I hate to do it to you, but I think we're going to call this part 1. I started on it late. I'm going to take this down, we'll let this cool off, and I'm going to go in and get some rest, and we'll pick right back up tomorrow morning with part 2. Let's pick this up right where we left off. I'm going to add some ice to our gold solution, chill it, and what this will do is this will dilute the solution and precipitate out any silver chloride that we might have in here. So now I'll take this over here and we're going to take a look at our silver cell. This has been running for about 8 days now. This evening will be day 8. Here's what 8 days worth of pure silver crystal growth looks like. is just so beautiful. And what we do with this is when we get it out of here, when we harvest the silver out of here, I can melt it into bars. But I'll probably just leave it in here, or I'll leave it in this form, the pure silver crystal form, and just put it up, put it away, and forget about it. See, the solution is turned cloudy. It's probably silver chloride coming out of solution in here. Here you can see some trash that was in the gold. It was insoluble in the aqua regia. It's just scraps, it's not gold. I think the solution's a little bit cloudy still, so what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and filter this a second time through the same filter. Now that that filter's loaded up, we'll be able to get more of this very fine particulate out by pouring it back through the same filter a second time. That second pass really cleaned up the gold nicely for us. Now what we'll do is transfer the solution into a beaker. I've got some ice in there. Whenever I have 2 or more troy ounces of pure gold that I'm precipitating, I always add ice to keep it cool. I always forget to do this, so I'm gonna knock this out right off the bat here. Got a little solution on a piece of filter paper. We're going to put some stannous chloride on it. Verify that we have gold in solution. Now we're going to use some Stump Out by Bonide, which is sodium metabisulfite. What we'll do now is go ahead and precipitate out our pure gold from this solution with some Stump Out. Here we go. Adding a second spoon. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should do it, I think. Let's give this a quick stir. Let's do another stannous test. Make sure we got everything to drop. Here you go. You can see by that negative stannous test, all the gold has come down. let it to settle. Now we're going to go ahead and get the waste off of here. I'm adding some distilled water to it, and what we'll do is go ahead and boil it in a little bit of distilled water to get the rest of those chemicals off of there. What I'll do is add some hydrochloric acid. And we'll give it a boil. And a little bit of hydrochloric acid. I'm going to pour off the hydrochloric acid now. Got a little yellow color to it. I'm going to do one more distilled water boil, and then we'll go ahead and get this ready to melt. Here's our pure gold bar that we just poured. And I gotta tell you, this thing looks exceptional. It came out very nice for a single refining. Very nice. Let's see, we were expecting 113 grams. Let's see what we got here. 111.9, 111.9. We'll take it. That's fairly close to what we were expecting. All right, this will conclude the video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching.